Hey guys, it's Miss Jordan, and I want to talk to you in this video about working from home, but what we can do to kind of be a little more productive and follow some kind of basic rules that you may have set up at home already, or you may want to consider setting up at home already. So using kind of the experience that I'm using right now with my own kids, Wyatt and Nash, a lot of you guys know them. They're in 6th grade and 8th grade. We are setting up a daily schedule, and some of you guys may already have done that, and some of you guys may not be doing that. Some of you guys may be being really flexible, and you might be just doing a little work here or a little work there. You guys also might not even be starting work yet, and that's okay too. Every single family is different in what they're doing right now, and we need to be just kind of listening to our parents and our grandparents and those who are helping take care of us right now, and kind of following their directions. So if you're not doing any work at home right now, that's okay. If your parents ask you to be doing work at home, I want you guys to be listening to them, and I want you to be trying to do some work at home and doing what you're being told to do. So let's take a look at what that looks like for Wyatt and Nash and my kids here at our house. So Wyatt is working right now. He had a break and he had lunch, and he's following a schedule that I wrote for him today. So right now he's doing reading, writing, and ELA. And you could see that he's using the computer right now to do some work. Say hi, Wyatt.
Hello.
And later on, he's going to do some things that are not on the computer. So Wyatt, how many minutes are you doing on the computer right now?
40.
How are you keeping track of that?
By a schedule.
Are you using a clock or a timer?
A clock, a timer. Same thing, really.
Yeah. And how many minutes do you have left?
20.
You have 20 minutes left. Awesome. So he's following a schedule that I gave him. He's using a timer that is on his computer program, and he is doing his work right here live as I'm taping this. So we're going to let him get back to work, and we're going to go check in on Nash. So Nash is working on reading and ELA as well. So you're working on the same program, I see.
Mm-hmm.
And how many minutes are you working?
I'm working for 40 minutes.
And how are you keeping track of your time?
There is a tracker right here.
Awesome.
Valve.
And then when you're done with that, what are you going to do?
I am going to do around 20 minutes of reading.
Nice.
And then, I'm done for the day.
Nice. Good job. Get back to work. Thanks. Mr. Reeves is even getting in on his work. What are you working on?
Finding materials for my kids to do at home.
And he's using his computer to get that done. And he's also being available, so like if our kids, Wyatt and Nash, have any questions, they can come and ask him right here. So that's how we're working here in our house. And we are also using timers like this, you might recognize, and keeping track of our reading time and our math time. So I think what is important is, and I've mentioned this before, is flexibility. You need to be flexible. Things are going to change. Things are going to look a lot different than they do at school. And if it's helpful for you to set up a schedule with your parents, then I definitely want you guys to sit down and talk to them about that and say, can I write a schedule? A lot of you guys can write your own schedule if your parents haven't written one for you, or if your parents have written one for you, make sure that you're following it, because keeping that structure of what you're doing and when will definitely help. So that's how we're working in our house, and we're working off of a schedule, and we're using timers. And I'm not going to lie, it's been really hard for the boys and myself and Mr. Reeves to get on a schedule at home. It's so nice out. I mean, I'm outside and you could hear the birds chirping, and we want to go play, and we definitely save a lot of time for play. Look for another video on that coming soon. But we definitely need to make sure that we're following some sort of schedule. At least in my house, that's what we're choosing to do. And every family is different. So you may not be on a schedule yet for academic work, but you're on a schedule still. You're getting up every morning. You're either watching cartoons, or you're reading a book, or you're doing maybe some academic work and maybe not. And that is your schedule. and that could change in the future as we are home longer. So I want you to talk with your parents about what your schedule is, what that looks like for you, and I want to know, and your assignment for this video is what that is. Are you using a timer? Are you doing math? Are you doing reading? Are you doing writing? The last video you told me about where you're doing your work, and now I want to know what kind of work you're doing and how you're doing it, and if you're following a schedule. I would love to see pictures of your schedule if you have one, or you can even just write your own schedule. You're doing math, you're doing reading, you're doing writing. Maybe you're just focusing on one subject today. Maybe you're only reading once a day, and maybe the next day you're doing math. I think what's important here is that everybody's doing what they need to be doing right now. And sometimes that means that some people are not doing any work. And maybe this week is their spring break week and they're taking it off and they're just staying home with family and spending that time together. And that's just as important as well. Tell me about your games you're playing. Is that part of your schedule? Do you have outside time? The boys have PE, that we're calling it, and as soon as they're done with their work right now, they're going to be going outside and doing PE time. I have a call this afternoon that I'm getting on with one of our parents, and we're doing a meeting over the phone, and that's my work time this afternoon. And then doing videos for you guys is also part of my work time. So definitely this is something I want to make sure I keep getting out to you guys and doing our videos for you so that you can still see me and I can still hear from you guys. So make sure you write back either email or phone, my Remind app, and tell me what it is that you guys are doing, okay? I want to know what your schedule looks like, and I want to know what you're doing at home for reading, writing, math, or just your free time.